Hey, welcome back, all my fine aviation enthusiast friends. Welcome back to the airplane show. Hey, let's set up this flight we're going to do today. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I appreciate it. My name is Greg. I only play a captain on the internet. In real life, I am nowhere close to a captain. But today we are going to fly from Frankfurt, Germany to Newark International Airport in the armpit of America, otherwise known as New Jersey. And let's get everything kind of set up here. So we're going to put the time correct. We're going to, do all that. So let's go to conditions, click on time, and Frankfurt is 2 hours above UTC right now. So we're going to set the correct UCT time. And that'll go back to 1 hour over UTC after summer. All right, so we got the 777, as I've been told it's called. So I am no longer allowed to call that airplane the Boeing 777, even though, but anyways, somebody reached out to me on the comment section that watched one of the videos and said, it's called the 777. You need to call it the 777. So we're calling it the 777. So welcome to the Boeing 777. Let's see the route we're going to fly today before we fire up and juice up this bird. Here we are, UAL, United 961, Frankfurt to Newark. I believe it flies like almost a daily route, back and forth between these two airports, but that's what we're going to base our flight on today. Here is the departure times and an overview of the route that it flew. It did fly at 34,000 feet in the air, so that's what we're going to do. I did build this in Navigraph as well, just to kind of get a gauge on what SIDS and stars and waypoints and all that, and I tried to match it up in Aerofly the best I can. And now, let's grift. Please click the subscribe button right now. Just do it. Click the notification bell, click the thumbs up, leave a comment, do all that good stuff. And that's about it. Let's get going and let's get rolling. Let's fire up this 777. Yes, sir. Fire it up. I'm going to put a card in the upper right screen for a full tutorial on how to program this FMC. It's fairly straightforward once you get used to, just where to click. But I'm going to put that card up there so you can watch that video and get a full tutorial on how to program everything in this FMC. So here's what it shows in FlightAware that the 777 did when it left the Frankfurt airport. So we're going to try to recreate that as best we can. This is the real life SID that it flew, and there is one fairly close to it in Aerofly. Surprise, surprise, I can't believe it. Anyways, let's finish getting the bird set up now that we're parked here right before we get clearance to take off. Let's finish getting the cockpit all set up, and then we will line up the 777 as best we can, even though it's tough for me to line it up, to be honest. I'm not a captain. I don't, I just play it on the internet. And, I know I don't do some things absolutely correct, but the long and short of it is, I know what the buttons do for the most part, and I have fun doing it. It's just a game. It's fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a way to, just help pass the time and get out of real life for a few minutes. So, anyways, I'm programming a couple of things here just because that's what it shows on the SID. So I'm going to program one VOR that's about 5 miles away from us right now, and then also the EDDF, even though we really don't need it. It's just more buttons to click, and I like clicking and pressing buttons, which is one of the reasons I really enjoy doing this flight simulator, is because there's so much stuff to push in almost every airplane. So anyways, let's finish getting the 777 bird all set up, and then we will try to get ourselves lined up on the runway as best we can, and then we will get up in the air and head towards America. All right, my friends, we are all set for the remainder of the climb to 34,000 feet, and then it'll just stay like that for many, many hours in real life. Not now. Ha! Not now. I do not have the patience to sit here for 6 or so hours just staring at my screen. So we're going to fast forward this old chumpy over and set up the correct time for our landing, and that's about 4 hours above New York time, because UTC is +4 from the East Coast of America. So we're going to do that. And now we're going to place the airplane on the map where I want it. We're going to try to get it somewhere close. I'm going to try to follow the standard terminal arrival as best I can. It's much different than what's in the FMC. So we're not going to do VNAV on the way down. We're actually going to do a descent on our own. But that Hana waypoint, that first waypoint we need to get to, that we're supposed to hit around just under 24,000 feet according to the star, which I'm going to pull up here momentarily. So we're going to get our airplane situated, and then we will go ahead and pull up the star here in a moment. So here's what's shown in FlightAware that the 777 did on its way to a safe landing at Newark Airport. I believe that that is this star. So that's what we're going to fly here in Aerofly. They have one that's very, very close to it. So you can see up in the very top Hana with that line over FL240 means we need to be under 24,000 feet. And then at crank, we need to be at 7,000 feet. So that's what we're going to attempt to do with this airplane today. One nice thing about this airplane is that when you do set an altitude you are climbing to or descending to, once you plug that in, like I'm doing now, and then you do the VS, up or down, it actually puts like a half an arc, green arc on the map, and that shows you the roundabout point that you will reach that altitude. So once I engage it, then that arc should show up here momentarily, and that'll kind of help me. There we go. Now see the arc is coming down, and I'm going to get it so it's right around 24,000 feet, just below it, around Hana, so I'll play with that if I need to. But now let's set up a fix that we're going to do. This is not really necessary, it's just more stuff for me to click, but we need to be, I believe it's the 265 radial when we get to a certain point, and that just kind of helps us stay on the correct route. But I like putting fixes in because I like it how it shows up on the map. I like the green dots or a green line, depending on if you're going to do mileage or not. But if you do a radius, then it'll be a dotted green circle that'll show up on your map. And then if you just do a radial point like I did there, it'll come in at the correct angle for us. And one nice thing about this nav radio is that where it has that radial there, it actually shows us what radial we are flying against when we have a VOR programmed. And remember, radials radiate away from the VOR, so I like that. Not too many airplanes in Aerofly have that, but some of the Boeings do, which I like a lot. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now. Let's get this bird to the correct altitude, and we will get this thing safe on the ground. Yes, sir. We're going to do a manual kind of ILS capture. I'm going to be using heading mode and not really following the programmed flight plan to pick up the ILS. We're going to fly next to the airport. We're going to fly about 15 miles past it and then make a big U-turn in the sky. And then we're going to arm the approach and let the localizer and the Glidescope capture them. We're going to beat them motherfuckers right in the face. We're going to punch that Glidescope in the face. We're going to strangle the ILS and localizer, and we're going to put this 777 bird on the ground, making a nice, soft, buttery touchdown. Yes, sir. Alright, my friends, we are close to the airport now. What we're going to do is set up a fix that's going to be our point of the U-turn that we're going to do. So we're going to plug in JFK for the, JFK Airport, New York, and we're going to plug in 265 for the radial. I'm going to show you on the approach chart for the ILS what I'm talking about here in a moment, but we're going to fly kind of parallel to the airport, and then once we get to that 265 radial, we're going to then go ahead and make a turn towards the airport at that point. That's what's going to show up on the approach chart that I'm going to pull up here for you now in a minute. But yeah, once we get that in, so fix number 2 you can't do anything to. I'm trying to put in that 20-mile radial so I kind of have a gauge on the map of how far, but it won't allow you in the simulator to plug in any information other than the fix name, which doesn't really help us out. All it does is just show us where we are radial wise and distance wise in the FMC. It won't actually show up on the map. So anyways, let me pull up this chart and go over it with you, and then we will then fly using heading mode towards where we got to go. And we'll get this this 777 on the ground. It's a little tough to see on here because I could only zoom in so far on here, but if you look under gritty, G-R-I-T-Y, if you look under gritty, there's a line there, and it says JFK 265, and it's got that. So that's a line drawn from the JFK VOR 265 radial radiating out of the JFK VOR. So we're going to fly, hit that 265 radial, and then make that turn towards gritty, and then pick up the Glidescope fix of doing at 1,700 feet, and then we should be good at that point. But yeah, we're going to use this information on this chart here to help us figure out when to make the turn towards the airport.
2500.
There we are, my friends. A nice, safe Category 3 landing. Let's rewind this, but first I got to turn off the controller so I can actually access the mode to do the rewinding, because I can't do it with the controller. So let's turn off the Bluetooth, and let's go back and do that. But yeah, that's the whole flight with this 777, my friends. We are on the ground in Newark, safe and sound. I'm going to check this out from a few different angles. You can certainly check it out as well, but that's it for the show, the airplane show today. So before you leave this channel and go check out another video of mine, another video from another person, please click the subscribe button. Please click the thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you'll be aware of when I do a new flight. And please leave a comment. Give me some ideas on what you'd like to see, if anything, or just say, hey, you sucked, it was terrible, or it was great, or you're a dork, or whatever you want to put in there. I don't care. Just, I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoy making these videos. I enjoy doing these flights, and I'm going to continue to do it as long as I can. And that's about it, my friends. Be good to yourself. Be good to other people. Be good to me. This is Greg signing off until the next time we see each other in the friendly skies of Aerofly. See ya!
Approaching decision height. Decision height. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.